So last week we debuted a brand new Apple show and we called it Insider, and for the most part I really loved the name. Unfortunately, there are people that are much cooler than us that already use that name for a variety of different things, and we don't really feel like getting sued. So we asked you guys to come up with a better name, and a lot of you joked around and suggested iSheep. So, welcome to iSheep, the show that unapologetically takes the week's latest Apple news and gives it to you in hopefully what is a less boring way than a typical Apple keynote. News. As a follow-up from last week, we did mention that Apple was releasing their very first batch of third-party applications for the Apple Watch. However, they were only approving apps from very specific vendors that would allow them to seemingly effectively promote the Apple Watch. Apps like Twitter. Well, now they are now accepting apps from everyone. You can now submit your application and it might be approved to go on the Apple Watch. And I think that's the sound that Apple makes when the app is approved. The new MacBook is beautiful, and you don't have to agree with me. It doesn't matter. Your opinion does not matter in this case. The MacBook is gorgeous. Like, I would have my children with this thing. Is that wrong? John and MacBook children? It wouldn't turn out horrible, I guess. However, the launch is on April 10th, just about a week away, and we would think that we wouldn't see an unboxing video until then, right? Wrong. A Vietnamese website called, and this is going to be horribly offensive, I'm sorry, I don't speak Vietnamese at all. Ting Tay, Ting Tay, Ting Tay, Ting Tay. They released the very first unboxing video of the new MacBook in all of its glory. There is a catch though, it's not in English. So for those of you who speak English, sorry, it's in Vietnamese. But it's still worth the watch. I'll put a link down in the description. Go ahead and watch it because it's an unboxing video, and we love unboxing videos. That's what the internet is about. Cats and unboxing videos. That's all we do, ever. I'm pretty sure that we all are aware that Apple is probably, most likely, totally, definitely working on a live TV streaming service of sorts, and they're still working out the kinks of said service. One of those kinks includes talking to content providers to not only provide the content, but actually take the responsibility of live streaming that content, which is not typical when it comes to streaming services. Usually, the services themselves will go ahead and pay and stream the content for their customers. But Apple wants to be different in that sense because they want to focus on what they do best, which is hardware and software. Now, typically, when it comes to actually paying for the live streaming of said content, it's like 5 cents per hour. It's not a lot of money at all. But like I said, Apple wants no responsibility there. Not because they're just good at hardware and software, but because they totally suck at live streaming.
My app of the week is Group Text Plus, and not just because I saw the author tweet out the fact that it was free, if only temporarily, though I did get it for free. Thanks to the author for tweeting that out. It's basically an application that will allow you to set up individual icons with either individuals, people, like my wife Diana, or groups of people that you probably want to connect with on a regular basis. So what you can do with this particular application, or at least the way I've been using it, is pull it up in the extensions menu. So normally when I wanted to send a photo to Diana, and I wasn't necessarily in the messages application, I was in the photos app, I would have to open the photo and then send it to messages and then type in her name. Well, now I can use Group Text Plus and save a few steps. So effectively, it's really, really easy to better manage groups or individuals that you text or communicate with on a regular basis. And yes, there happens to be built-in Jiffy search too.
A lot of you in the community are constantly asking, hey, what's on Chris Pirillo's iPhone? I imagine it sounds just like that. We now have the answer. Chris has done his What's on My iPhone video for early 2015. It is available right now for the Supernomies/patrons, link down in the description. If you're a patron, just click it and you can watch it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But if you aren't, it's also pretty easy. Just click it and become a patron today. It only takes $2. $2 gets you access to a bunch of stuff. Like, your brain will just melt with how much stuff you get for $2. But that includes this latest video for What's on My iPhone early 2015 for Pirillo. So that is this week's episode of iSheep. What did you guys think about this week's news of Appleness? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you disliked it, don't hit the dislike button. Just go, I hate this, at my face. I hate you, John Prosser. Speaking of me, you can find me on Twitter right there. You can find my YouTube channel right there. And you should subscribe down there. Patreon down there. Everything's down there, and I'm gone.